Lights were flickering in my house like it was a club. And what was that I was hearing? Could it be music? I stopped walking and ran straight home, only to meet half of the school in my house, drinking, dancing, and partying. What? My crush, Andy, the popular girls, Chloe and her friends who always picked on me, and all the cool and popular high school kids I wanted to be like, were partying in my living room. And was that my mom serving drinks? Mom?
Surprise!
Everyone screamed once they noticed my presence. But wait, before I go on, I have a huge announcement to make. Storytime Animated is doing a massive giveaway for our awesome viewers. This week, we'll be giving away, drumroll please, an Apple laptop. If you want a chance at winning, you must be subscribed to the channel, like this video, and share this video with 3 friends. Then, lastly, leave a comment below on how long have you been watching us? That's all. Check the description for more information. And now, back to the story. It was not my birthday, so I knew that this was a prank, and my mother had fallen smack in the middle of it. What did this mean? Could Chloe and her friends be punishing me for not submitting their homeworks on time? I was struggling to breathe at this point while everyone stared at me, confused. I started breathing rapidly and deeply, then people began blurring. Oh my god, I was hyperventilating. If this was happening to me, then it meant that it wouldn't be long before... The blurry high schoolers suddenly disappeared and everything went dark.
Oh, honey, are you okay? I'm so sorry.
I looked around. I was in my room. Phew, that meant that it was just a bad dream. Mom, you won't believe the dream I just had. Half of my school kids were partying in our living room, and I fainted. Crazy, right? Mom looked down like she was embarrassed.
Honey, I'm sorry, okay? I was just worried about your social life, and I wanted you to become more outgoing. I wanted these popular kids to think you were cool and invite you to parties.
Wait, what are you saying? You hosted a high school party for me? That was real? It wasn't a dream? They were here?
Yes, but not anymore. I sent them out. Most of them freaked out and left immediately you fainted anyway. I just told the few people left to leave.
How could you do that, Mom? I screamed.
Well, what do you want me to do? You don't socialize. You have no friends. All you ever do is walk around with the same bun hairstyle, the same types of baggy clothes, and your uncool, thick-rimmed glasses.
She paused for a second after seeing the hurt that was written all over my face.
I'm sorry, I just wanted you to have an avenue to communicate with your schoolmates besides tutoring and doing their assignments.
I heard a ping on my phone. It was a link from our school group chat that sent me straight to YouTube. It led me to a viral video with the title, Oh no. I watched the recorded video of myself and fainted again. Monday morning caught up to me and it was time to face my fears. I knew I was in for a lot as I opened our massive high school hallway doors. Everyone stared at me, then the pointing and whispers began.
OMG, it's that nerdy freak from YouTube. So weird.
How can someone faint at a surprise party? Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my god, the weirdo is coming close to me.
I was about to run out of school and back home due to embarrassment when Chloe suddenly held my hand.
Shut your mouth, freaks. What makes you think you're better? Such dummies.
She helped wipe my tears and walked me to class, leaving the whole school in utter confusion. Lunchtime came and Chloe invited me to her table after buying me lunch. What was happening? I'd rather sit somewhere else, Chloe. If you're trying to make up for constantly picking on me all these years, you've been forgiven. I'll submit you and your friends' homeworks as soon as possible. Chloe and her friends burst into laughter.
Sit down, baby girl. You're one of us now, and in this group, we don't do homework. Don't worry, we'll delegate your previous duty to someone else soon. You don't have to worry about any of that anymore, yours included.
She practically forced me to sit down at their table and we began eating. School closed and Chloe walked me home, leaving me in as much utter confusion as she'd left the rest of the school.
You seem like you're in a good mood today, honey.
I guess you can say that. Today went much better than I expected. Chloe defended me when I was being mocked for the viral video, and she invited me to become part of her group.
Wow, that's more than amazing. I know you coped with their constant maltreatment because you liked and wanted to be like them. I'm happy that you finally achieved your goal, honey.
Wait a minute. You don't have anything to do with this, do you?
I swear.
She choked on the water she was drinking and coughed a little bit.
I promise. I have absolutely nothing to do with any of this, I promise.
It better be that way, because I won't forgive you this time. During the weeks that followed, I and my new group became closer and closer. We studied together, paired up in group works, and had sleepovers and night outs. My new friends influenced my dress sense, and pretty soon, I dropped the baggy clothes and started dressing more elegantly. During one of our sleepovers, Andy posted a cute video on Instagram, and everyone started admiring it. While watching the video, I couldn't help myself as I turned bright red.
Why are you blushing so much?
Huh? Blush? No blush. No blushing. Definitely not blushing.
Oh my gosh, she can't even form a proper sentence anymore. Someone has a crush.
Chloe's saying. Huh? Crush? No crush. No crushing. Definitely not crushing. The girls started giggling. Okay, maybe a little. Just a little. Just small. Just a tiny, weeny bit of a little. Very little crush.
So why didn't you say that before? You could have been in a relationship with him by now. Don't worry, we'll help you with him. Andy will be yours in a very tiny, weeny bit of a little, very little time.
We all burst into laughter.
Let's start with an epic romanticized first date.
My new life was everything I'd ever wanted. Popularity, popular friends, the spotlight, recognition, and pretty soon, my first love, Andy. The girls planned a date, dolled me up, and invited Andy. To my surprise, Andy actually came. He knew he was going on a date with me, and he honored the invitation. Ah! What if he likes me too?
Hey, Kathy.
He said after arriving at the restaurant we chose, looking as stunning as ever. Hey, Andy.
Can you have a seat?
He pulled out a chair for me. Oui, such a gentleman. I sat down and we started discussing. Everything was going good and sweet until...
OMG, Kathy, Andy, I can't believe this. Such a coincidence. I didn't know you guys were here. I just came to eat and surprise, surprise. My friends are here too. I guess we all have good taste. Can I join you guys?
Chloe arrived looking even more dolled up than I was. What do you mean you didn't know we were here? You practically booked this. Chloe covered my mouth with her hands to stop me from finishing my sentence, purposely rubbing her hand around my face and spoiling my makeup in the process.
Don't be rude, Kathy. I'm a friend.
Actually, this is a date. It's meant for two people, so we'd appreciate it if you just left.
Chloe laughed and sat down.
Don't be rude, Andy. We're friends.
Actually, we don't know each other.
Are you a player?
What?
Do you just want to play my friend? I know that's what you want.
Excuse me?
I heard you're poor. Why do you want to date a fellow poor classmate? You need a rich girlfriend like me. I can take care of you.
Huh?
Guys, I'm just kidding.
She laughed.
I think I should leave now.
Andy stood up and left before I could stop him. I turned to Chloe. What the heck was that?
Forget him. He doesn't deserve you.
Andy avoided me in school as much as possible after the ruined date. I finished classes earlier than usual one day and decided to grab a quick lunch at home before heading to the library. On getting home, I overheard a conversation and saw something that spoiled my whole year. Right in the kitchen was my mother hugging Chloe and giving her cash.
Thank you for being friends with my daughter. I really appreciate it. It's nothing, ma'am. Just give me the money.
OMG! Was my mom really paying Chloe to be my friend? But she promised. I needed a quiet place to cry, so I ran to the diner down the street. I chose the most private corner and bawled. After a few minutes, I heard an angel's voice. He started by clearing his throat.
Kathy, are you all right? You've been crying here for a while. What's the problem?
It was Andy. What are you doing here?
I work here.
Is that why Chloe said you were poor?
I guess.
I really don't care about money. I just really like you. OMG. I realized that I just confessed my feelings, but it was too late already.
I like you too. I actually always have. I just didn't have the boldness to walk up to you. I'm sorry for being such a chicken. We could have started dating a long time ago. I wanted to approach you during or after your party, but you suddenly started hanging out with Chloe, so I couldn't because she's a bad person and I thought you'd become a bad person too. Despite that, I was still happy when you invited me out.
OMG.
So tell me what's wrong.
I told Andy everything and he comforted me.
Date me.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I mean, will you be my girlfriend? I'm not very great with this romantic stuff, you see?
I wasn't ready to forgive my mother, so I ignored her. Andy took me to school the next day, and I could see Chloe's facial expression turn from excitement to disappointment to disgust to anger, and then back to fake excitement when she saw us holding hands.
What are you doing with this player busboy?
Chloe walked up to us and asked.
Leave him immediately and follow me.
She commanded. Andy waited for a couple of seconds to see if I'd make a stupid move, before holding my hands tighter and walking me straight to class, right past Chloe and her friends.
I think you need new friends.
He smiled and kissed me on my left cheek at the door of the class. We walked in hand, and everyone was in awe. Andy dropped me at home after school and tried to get me to talk to my mom, but I explained that I wasn't ready. He insisted that I give her a chance, and I promised to try.
Why are you suddenly acting up, honey?
My mom confronted me once I stepped into the house. I should be asking you that, Mom. You paid Chloe to be friends with me?
What? Why in the world would I do that?
Don't lie, Mom. I saw you giving her some money.
Oh, that? Chloe said you borrowed some money from her, so I just paid back.
But I didn't borrow anything. I've never borrowed money from her.
So why have I paid her 155 times?
Why didn't you ask me?
I didn't see the point.
God, my mom was so annoying. I walked straight to Chloe's home to confront her.
Broken up with Andy yet?
Why would I do that?
Leave then.
Why have you been stealing from my mom? She turned to me surprised.
Oh, you found out. Now I have no reason to pretend to like you anymore.
Return what you've stolen or I'll have you arrested. I started leaving, but Chloe stopped me.
You think you have it all, huh? Excellent brain, wonderful parents, rich boyfriend? You're a fool.
Rich boyfriend?
Your boss boy boyfriend, Andy, is actually a millionaire, and I wanted him for myself. I really hate you, you know.
Before I could reply, I felt a presence and saw Chloe's mother behind us, looking at Chloe with angry eyes.
You've been stealing again?
Again? All right. I was out of here. As I walked towards Andy's restaurant for our date, I realized that I didn't even mind leaving the money with Chloe. She became my friend so she could steal from my gullible mom, but her friendship gave me a millionaire boyfriend. Quid pro quo.